Once again, don't sleep on GameStop. Walked in here, found this. I think they're going a little bit overpriced, but they got him. And they got the various G.I. Joe figures. Sorry, something's in my hand. What is that? Oh, it's just an eel. I mean, they always have stuff though. Like boom. Look what I found again. The face fell off, but still, it's down there. But yeah. Motherfuckers rushing to Target and Walmart all day. Don't sleep on GameStop. Shut up. Bro, they even got... Never seen one of those in the wild. Ever. That's what's up. Hello, YouTube. I like to have a drink over a pint. It's that Guinness. But also, this is a mug from my squadron. But I love it, so I thought I'd have a pint. Anyway, so I picked up a few things today. I was at GameStop, as you saw, and I picked this up. See, this is what I'm saying, fam. It's broken. The box, look, oh, ain't that a bitch? Nah, but for real. So I was able to pick this up. At first, I was like, well, yo, is GameStop hoeing boys for $33? So 34, but 33 with the member price, right? Once again, bars. Once again, that's why I say it pays for itself, man. It pays for itself. I mean, I've gotten so many benefits from using my, and I feel like it's like $50 a month. I mean, $50 a year, I forget. But I'm just saying the shit's worth it to me. So I looked it up and Ratchet was like $34. So I can't wait to open him up and see why the fuck is he $34. But then I also picked up, I was at Walmart and I was like, you know what? I was hoping to come across this while on pre-order because I like to find it in the wild. I'm just joking. I'm full of shit. I don't always, I pre-order shit. Like I could live definitely without this because I'm going to do a D-Hunter. Here he is. Next to the old. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's pretty much the same. This is a bit dated. Actually, no, this is not the same. Same design, but way different. Like, I can already look at the face sculpt and tell, like, this is far superior. And the hair swoosh is different. I don't know what bucks of what is being used from what, but yeah, this is definitely, so yeah, definitely. But I'll keep this one for something. I don't know why, but yeah, or I'll probably sell it for like $2. But I'll do a comparison. Those are the only things that I picked up. There was, while I open, actually I'm gonna open this up while talking to y'all. Can I talk to you for a minute? I'm thinking about doing a Mr. Rogers type segment where he like comes in, hi neighbor. So I was watching at work, I was watching a YouTube video. This is a Guinness. I forget what kind it is, but it's fucking good. I normally like Devil's Backbone. I'm like a triple T type of, I like Belgian beer. Like shit tastes good. But anyway, so I was watching, I was listening to YouTube while I was at work today. And they were talking about like, it was somebody reviewing why somebody doesn't like studio series. And I gotta tell you, like, dude, I was dying laughing at the beginning because dude was basically saying what I was saying. Like, the only studio series that I'm really disappointed with is Transformers 1. Now, I'm not disappointed because, like, damn, this is a pretty hefty figure, okay? But it's like the studio series is basically, I wouldn't say just the movies because there's a studio series game edition. It's just a subline of Transformers. The point is, that fucking Optimus Prime from Transformers 1 that is studio series, man, that thing is ass. Like, dude, I bought that. I made a video. It's somewhere in like the last couple of months. I made a video and I returned. I normally won't return shit like that, but dude, I couldn't do it. I was like, no, this is, even like, I watched that movie now that it's on digital. I've now seen it 3 fucking times. And one thing that was kind of lame, one thing that was lame as fuck about the studio series, like, don't give it the studio series name. Those should have just been mainline. Like, the guy he was critiquing somebody else talking shit about it, and he was agreeing and disagreeing with certain things, and not really a fanboy, but, he was like, I'm with you on that. But one of the things the guy said, about Sentinel Prime. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it. Like that did not look like Sentinel Prime, and I thought the same thing. Sentinel Prime's wings on the movie looked like Death's Source, and I probably already said that, but like, yeah, the Transformers 1 line, that looks like ass. There's not one figure in that line that looks like I want it. Like, that shit looks like straight trash. They should have just named that main line. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's not 100% accurate to the movie, like when I said the Death Source thing, but you can't make it look like mainline. Like, that shit looks terrible. For instance, Optimus Prime is like deluxe size. Now, they were saying, and I commented too, they were like, yo, Optimus Prime, this should have been Orion Pax. I knew this watching it the first time. He actually had 3 different sizes. There was Orion Pax, then when he got a T-Cog, he got a little bit bigger, because when he went back to Iacon and was like talking to the miners, he was way bigger. Then when he got the Matrix, he grew a little bit more. He got a little beefier. You know what I'm saying? It's like he became Super Saiyan 3 from Super Saiyan 2. I don't know if that makes sense to some people out there, but the point is, he wasn't no bullshit ass goddamn deluxe size like this size. Dude, that's a slap in the face. I can't even justify that. Fuck Hasbro for that shit. No, fuck whoever was in charge at Hasbro for that bullshit, on that bullshit. How the fuck do you... This is weird. Like, how do you even put this in his hand? This is bizarre as fuck. Like, this axe came with him? I gotta look at how to put... Like, his hands don't open up, so there's really no way... Is he not supposed to hold the axe? Yeah. Oh, my God. Okay. We'll do it like that. Okay. So, basically, the biggest gripe for me is Optimus Prime, but then Megatron. Oh, my God. That is so trash. Yeah, they just look cheap as fuck. Like, this looks like it costs more to engineer than the Transformers 1. And I mean, we got so many like different toys. I don't know. But anyway, Transformers 1 was better than Rise of the Beast 2. And Rise of the Beast got some good, like, I really liked the rollout of Rise of the Beast that I'm looking at even right now. Like, that Optimus Primal, once again, dude, I gotta take a drink to that. I did not expect that to be that fun. In hands, Optimus Primal Studio Series is good. I had Studio Series Optimus Prime Transformers 1, bad. They were like, the Megatron Studio Series doesn't have the right canon, which is true, but that made me believe, like, why the fuck wasn't reversed? I didn't like the canon he got when he became Megatron, when he put Megatronus's T-Cog inside of him, thus... And that's another thing I like. That's what put him on par with a Prime. I liked that because Megatronus was a Prime. I used to always be like, why is Megatron... What's so special about a Prime if this basic-ass robot can keep up with them? I love that. But when he was still D16 with a basic T-Cog, he like developed his regular arm cannon. But then when he became Megatron, it had like 3 like blasters. But then Optimus cut it back down to 1. I'm like, what was the point of that? It's like he went 1, 3, 1. What the fuck? I guess. I don't know. I don't care. I didn't care about that. I care that the figure looks cheap as fuck. This Windblade, which damn near seems like a Happy Meal toy, but not really in hand, is better than that damn... I'm sorry, man. That shit is trash. So anyway, they were saying that, and I was like, you know what? I fully agree. So, and then another thing... I'm thinking about canceling my pre-order for the Leader Class Optimus Prime. That bitch is like $80. Here's why I'm against that. Here's why I'm just like, wait a minute. It seems pretty big, but when I take into consideration, like, if you've ever gotten your hands on this, you know exactly what I'm saying. If you haven't, wait until you get your fucking hands on this. I still ain't transformed it yet, but everything this came with Roller, the trailer, you telling me... But I get it, it's import prices, which is dumb, but $80 for that Transformer that's still subpar compared to this, like, dude, no. I bought some import Transformers. I'm starting to be like, yo, wait a minute. Normally, like, my Transformer Studio Series from the Bumblebee movie, Optimus Prime, which is the first Studio Series figure that I ever bought, That looks great. And that was like 55 bucks or some shit like that. Maybe the new one's not as big as, I mean, I don't know, like, dude, yeah, I might, that's hard. That's a hard sell. Hasbro, why would y'all do that? Like, why even, I would just pause the studio series, because now you like backed into that. Like, you can't, how you gonna make a studio series? Like, if that was Orion Pax, yes. Then it's got like a ugly ass beige color to it. Nah, man, I've already said my piece when I did my review. That's not it. None of those. And the fact that the main core characters look like ass, Megatron and Optimus, I don't even want the others. Like, I did not pre-order ours. I didn't pre-order, what is it, Elita 1, dude? I guess, man, have at it. That to me is like, you motherfuckers is tripping now. Y'all tripping like a motherfucker. Those are like little times where I feel like certain sections in Hasbro are trying to like see what they pushing the envelope. That's when I'm like, nah, fuck that. And that's what's crazy. I literally went to go see that shit in the movies twice. The second time was literally on a whim. I just went to buy the popcorn pail. And I enjoyed both sittings, and I just watched it 2 nights ago on digital. Goddamn. Like, it's a good movie. This is a great start. Like, I feel like they were tripping and they kind of got momentum. What's crazy, when I watch it, I feel like it's the first Transformers movie I ever saw in the theater, but I've seen all of them except for that trash ass Last Night. I've seen every live action Transformers movie in the theaters, and I still feel like when I saw Transformers 1, that was the first Transformers movie I'd ever seen since the first one. Like, I was like, oh my God, I finally get to see what it's like. But I'm like, nigga, I done seen like 7, 8 of them motherfuckers. But anyway, I digress. Including Bumblebee, I've seen them all. But what was I getting at? Yeah, that's not it. So I don't know why. Like, why did Takara Tomy, like, this is a movie, like, I don't expect them to hit a lot of stuff at once, but damn, hit us with something, dude. Like, that's fucked up. But anyway, thank God for the Gamer series, which also, the guy he was watching was complaining, like, why do we have so many? Now, I will 100% defend that. Like, well, I would defend why Hasbro has so many sublines when it comes to Studio Series, Legacy, and all that. That, you can't think selfishly. You got to think like, okay, say, I don't know how this is possible, but say you only really play the War for Cybertron video game. You have a line for you to collect. I 100%, and I will like back this again, because this is such a great goddamn line. This is a great fucking show. I had zero interest in Transformers Animated. If you had asked me a year and a half ago about Transformers Animated, I would have been like, they look like ass. Was not interested. I hated the way they looked. I hated the way they transformed. Optimus looked like a fucking dork. I was wrong. I still don't like how they transform, because it just looks like a bunch of... But do I really need to, do I need to watch every panel transform? The point is, it is a damn good show. I cannot believe it got canceled. That's what befounds me. There's like shows that get canceled that are great, but then there's shitty shows that won't. I'm like, okay. So, yeah. Basically, if they didn't have this subline and these figures didn't look so fucking tastic, I mean, they look fucking great, I would never be into it. And people who didn't grow up with the original Transformers like me, this isn't their Bumblebee, this is their Bumblebee. They get to get something, I get to get something. So, for those of us old heads out there that just G1 in particular, we can't be fucking stingy or selfish. And no, I don't believe it really is like, I don't believe that it's like, oh, because one person was making a point or trying to make a point. We got a Studio Series Megatron, concept. That could have been another figure. No, fuck that. First of all, goddamn it, I'm glad they did that, because having that line without Megatron, nah. That Megatron is like damn near the best thing in that line. I want to see if that came out this year. That's going to be one of the top 10 figures of the year. But I don't like how they distribute it. It's like, it's hard to find for people. That's fucked up. But, no, so I'm glad they're doing like various lines. It's like something for everyone. And I don't mind them redoing it. I was talking to, I was messaging Ty Dream Hanger. I'm glad they came out with Devastator again, because I missed out on that. So sometimes we have to realize, once again, there's a collector born every day, or who stumbles into this line. Like, I stumbled into collecting because I was at GameStop and I saw my favorite Transformer, which they did say, and it makes sense, it sparked nostalgia. And that's good. That's a good hook. That's like my favorite Transformer right now. So with that being said, there's a collector that starts collecting every fucking day. They may have missed out on shit and I'm about to really get vulgar, so cover your ears. There's punk motherfuckers that like to try to run up the price on everything. Now, I'm not saying give away your figures, but come on, man. Like, these motherfuckers will, dude, I know I'm preaching to the choir, but still, like, they don't want to pay those outrageous fucking prices for these dickheads that want to fucking charge an arm and a fucking leg for a goddamn Cosmos. Dude, I know a lot of people apparently was wanting Cosmos. Apparently not, because he ain't sold out for pre-orders. So I'm like, if they had just gave him a normal run, I just feel like a lot of YouTubers and shit hyped him up. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But some people seem like, oh, that's the new thing? Let's charge it the price. How do I know they fuck boy dickheads? Or fuck girls, everybody can get it. Because in a perfect world, say this came out and it was like, it's scarce. So yeah, you're gonna upcharge it because since you can't sell that many, you want to sell one to kind of, catch up to that. It's a rare. If this came out 12 years ago, right, and this was like $200 online, but they're re-releasing it, motherfuckers need to go and lower their prices. That way, especially if it's used, that way new collectors can jump in without having to buy brand new shit. Why are there people? I mean, I'm just griping right now. We're not gonna get rid of them. But there are people who were really fucking up hobbies and shit, doing shit like that. And I know I'm new to it because I've only been doing it for 3 years, but still, that's fucked up. Even I know, let's get this shit back out in circulation. I've sold a lot of shit and I'm about to sell some more shit for a decent price. Never like a stupid, fucking insane. I've sold shit where people thought I was about to screw them over. I'm like, no, like I'm happy with that deal. That works for me. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, yeah, like, it is what it is, but they mentioned that. And then one more thing, I literally conducted a survey, and I'm talking real world experience. I watched one YouTuber in particular say this. I've seen people say this in the community. Kids still play with toys. They might not play with your fucking G.I. Joes from goddammit 40 years ago, but they play with toys. There is 2 toy aisles that people like myself go to out of like 10. When I asked somebody who sits right next to me today, I was like, how old is your kid? She said he's 7. I said, what does he play with? He collects the fuck out of the Jurassic Park toys. He watches the Jurassic Park movies, loves them, gets excited, along with Bluey and stuff. But also loves the Sonic toys. Those new Sonic toys, which they do look great. So just because they're not in the store every fucking day with your grown ass and buying every goddamn Transformer they see, they still play with this shit. They still watch this shit. They're just so few and far in between. No regular kid is gonna be in a Target on a goddamn Tuesday afternoon. You gotta go during the holidays, birthday. Like our parents didn't just buy shit on a Monday because the newest goddamn thing dropped. Those parents don't do it. But they asked 3 different parents today, even though I know there's more, including my god niece. She's like, oh, fuck yeah. So the Sonic toys, definitely the Mario toys, the Jurassic Park, and interestingly enough, 2 of them said this. I'm going to get to another thing they collect. And it kind of, goes against what someone said. They were like, on YouTube, they were like, we had cartoons to go with our toys, which is true. Answer down in the comment before I say this. I'm going to ask, what cartoons do you think kids watch today that would be the equivalent of our Thundercats, G.I. Joes, Transformers, and so on? Ready? Anime. One person in particular, this is not a day where I want to fuck with this person, but I wanted to venture and ask them, and I was going to name 5 animes. I was going to say, have you ever heard of My Hero? Name 3 characters from there. I was going to ask them, have you ever heard of Chainsaw Head? Let's go for like the basics. Do you know everybody should know Dragon Ball at this point. I mean, this motherfucker got a float in the Macy's Day Parade. So I would just ask this person, name 3 Dragon Ball Z characters. Name 3 characters in the universe of Dragon Ball. I do not think this person would be able to do it. So we, in my age group, have to stop being selfish. Just because they don't fucking watch what you watched. Yes, when these toy companies are making this, they're more specifically for us. But don't act like we just drive this community. We fucking don't. If everyone 18 or over stopped collecting, toys would still fucking sell. They would just be like, well, I guess we're not making studio series no more. They probably would stop this shit. When we die off like the dinosaurs, Hasbro's probably gonna be doing Naruto, Dragon Ball, shit like that. Goddamn it, My Hero, Demon Slayer. If you watch this channel and you don't know what none of that is, that's why. But I would venture most of you do know what that is. And watch it, because anime is badass. Anime got my ass into the gym. How could you not watch that Dragon Ball Z open and not want to fight? Goddamn, dog, come on. Wrestling. I would venture that I would say the Attitude Era and NWO were like neck and neck, dude. They were just fantastic. They weren't really gimmicky. Like, people started using their regular names for the most part, especially during the Attitude Era. There was no more costumes and shit like that. So, I mean, but we grew up when it was like motherfucking the Bret the Hitman Hart, Hulk Hogan. We motherfucking had the Macho Man Randy Savage. But we know those big stars. Let's go back. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. You know what I'm saying? Jake the Snake Roberts. Shit like that. See, motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So, we have to keep passing the... My bad. We have to keep passing the torch. Hey, Siri, stop. That's my timer. That means, 20 minutes. That means I need to start wrapping this up. I'm not just going to be like, until later, y'all bye. Like, I'm going to start wrapping this up. I love this shit. It can be stressful, but I fucking love it. There's nothing like... And when we're in the aisles, let's not be fucking weird about it. We all there for fucking toys. No adult has ever been like, why are you over here? Like, dude, I'm calling cap on this YouTuber. Like, man, you live in a strange ass world if random adults are asking you, why are you an adult in the toy aisle? Like, I just can't picture somebody asking that shit unless you starting shit. I think it just be in motherfuckers' heads. I'm like, you probably thinking that shit and projecting and you want to talk about it online. Otherwise, I call bullshit, nigga. I don't even look, you know what I'm saying? Let's bring it back. When we in the toy aisles, I love, like, when I brought my Optimus Prime, like, you know who this is? Oh, what you looking for? Dude, like, if it's a community, let's commute. Like, we might have intel on shit that somebody don't know. This is not a goddamn me versus you. I love it when I'm there because I know motherfuckers feel insecure and shit like that. I'm like, fuck that. Fuck what motherfuckers got to think. Fuck you. I love this motherfucking hobby, but I'm not gonna make fun of people who drink. I love to drink. I love to go out. I love to dance. I love to game. I motherfucking love watching combat sports. Not a lot, but I still love it. So I'm a little interested in anything. Even friends who are just complete nerds, that's fine. Fuck it. We have something in common. We can talk about it. Fuck it. Or I might not even like you, but I might not even know you. You might be like nasally, like, hey, I don't judge you. It's just like, oh, you looking for that Transformer 2? You looking for that? They might put your ass on game. If you watch TJ Omega, based on how we look, you wouldn't think we'd hang out together. But I have friends that look and act just like him. I'm not saying that's bad, but let's go ahead and face it. We stereotype each other. It is what it is. It is what it is. Stereotypically, you wouldn't think we would hang out. I would definitely hang out and like to learn shit. Like, really? That's why I like to watch his channel. He talks about the history and shit like that, dude. Like, I didn't know all this. To me, all I knew when it came to Transformers was this shit right here. So anyway, when we see each other, like, it's okay to be like, do like the, you know what I mean? You know somebody coming over there. I knew somebody was looking for this Prime. I was like, I wanted to ask, but I didn't want to look like I'm rubbing it in because it's kind of fucked up. I wanted to be like, you looking for that Optimus Prime, ain't you? Like, because he came in, you come in, you do the check, and then you leave. You know what you're looking for. That's my last thing, and I'm going to let y'all go. Don't just do the look, because like when I found Optimus, he was not sitting where he was supposed to. You got to know, these store employees, they don't know and don't give a fuck. Some of them do. But if they just trying to get this is one random ass thing in the back, like this is just sitting on the shelvings in the back, they're just like, oh, I've already, maybe in other areas, but I can already tell you like 99% of the workers here, they either don't give a fuck or they not trying to like screw you over. Like, dude, not everybody is like, that's just projecting. Like, yeah, I've seen a video where some dude who was stalking Ninja Turtles was about to try to take a lot of them. It was like years ago when the Turtles in Disguise. I feel like that's 1 out of 100 people, because I've seen and only heard interactions. Dude was more than when he was like, oh, and when they asked me like, hey, these are the turtles, like they don't even know. They're like, oh shit, they brought the turtles back. Like, yeah, you know, everybody, and I kind of give them history and keep it moving. That's it. So what I was saying is, don't just go to one area. Kind of go up and down the aisles, because chances are somebody probably grabbed it. You know what I'm saying? Or a fucking kid probably grabbed it. This is probably what happens, because I've seen shit in random ass spots. Dude, if you're not a real hunter if you can't testify to this. Like, you'll see some random shit somewhere in the aisle, like, damn, why is this next to Barbie? But like, chances are probably a kid was like, oh, shiny, I want it. Put that shit back, we're not getting it. And it just goes right there. Or somebody probably working, they probably want to go home or go to lunch. Hey, take that back to the 12. And they probably like, man, fuck this. I'm just going to put this shit right here at lunchtime, baby. Let's go. That's it. So check your different aisles, man. And let's enjoy this hobby. This is a fucking fantastic hobby, dude. Like I said, I think we have the best hobby in the fucking world. Like, this is the best fucking hobby in the world. In the world, Craig. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like my shit. Since I'm not gonna really do a review over this, here he is. I mean, I'm not gonna say there's reviews online. I mean, I don't know. I'm just, dude, I'm in it, but I did not get that damn army builder. That just looked too stupid. And I really don't even like that mold. Like, that mold is ass to me. So if it's not like a mainline transformer, I'm not buying it, me personally. But look at the face sculpt. Like, this is pretty dope. But what I don't like is this. I wish it was translucent, but I mean, it's good enough. It's good enough. I'm not trying to say, like, is it $30? That's questionable. It's questionable. I haven't really played with it. Pause. For the going price of Transformers, let me see. What was $25? I would say size, but there's a lot to this, dude. If this came out 25 years ago, motherfuckers would think that this is some kind of goddamn like witch. Like, I could be like, yo, this is $500. So thankfully technology grows. $30, maybe not. I would not say go buy this for $30 unless you was a huge fan, because there's other Transformers you can get for $30, in my opinion, that's better. But do I like it? Yes. Hashtag no regrets. Also got it on discount at a GameStop because of military discount, my Edge, and I use points also. Like, I spent $15 on this motherfucker, like, but I still would have spent $30. Like, the dude was just like, hey, you have points, you want to use it, you get $8 off, plus the $5 monthly thing, plus my military. So I buy enough shit from GameStop to justify me having the premium thing. Plus, when I buy it, I get points that can go towards other shit. Like, I never say, especially with credit cards, try to live off points. They make it easier on shit you were gonna buy anyway. Don't ever be like, well, if I use this, like, if you were gonna buy this regardless, like, I don't give a fuck where you bought it from, like, you like, God damn it, I'm getting ratchet. Then it's a little more caveat to have gotten it from GameStop. You know what I'm saying? If you buy video games and you trade shit in, it's a little better caveat. Don't sleep on GameStop, man. Don't keep kissing Target and Walmart's ass. Don't sleep on GameStop. You will fuck around and find out. Like, they get some shit. COVID, I'm not even gonna say Rona, none of that. Fuck it. COVID-19, which is a part of life now, like taxes in the United States, and death, damn it, it's done. Logistics is back online. So GameStop gets shit now. They've been getting shit. So anyway, don't forget to like my shit. Comment, subscribe. Holla back. Hoo-yah.